What's your first impression of how your team did tonight?
I just told them I thanked them for proving me right when I said last week we got the right people and the right attitude. We just got a lot of work to do, and I think that holds true. I think there's I said the one thing I like about this team is I think there's a lot of room for upside. There's people that can get better, and we can put them in better spots. So that's good news. Is there? I think we got room to grow. It's obviously a lot more fun to grow when you're winning, or when you win a game than when you lose. So really proud of them. It was a tough game. I think Calgary's a very good team that's going to win their share of games this year, and to get a win against the West at home is big.
It felt like momentum kind of swung throughout the game. It felt like Calgary may have had a beginning, and you guys kind of grabbed it midway through and rode it through the end.
Yeah.
Was that your perspective as well?
Yeah, no, they were blitzing a lot early and giving us some problems, and they did a good job. I was proud of how we battled when the game was in the balance in the third quarter, and then going in the fourth quarter of holding on to that lead and getting the win.
One more from me. Can you talk to us about what you thought of Ben Hladek's performance?
Yeah, plays like that on the long pass play to the running back where he tackles the guy, and things like that are huge. So he's a guy that always hustles, and I always like it when guys hard workers that hustle and do things the right way. It's always good to see them get noticed.
Yes, given this question too, but what are your thoughts on the offense? It looked like you were having trouble moving the ball consistently. Some 2-and-outs and only a few kind of extended drives.
Yeah, no, they were giving us some problems, and it was one of those games where we had to find ways to make plays when we needed to, and we did make enough of them. That's where I go back to the room for growth. I think there's stuff left out on there on the field. All our coaches and players are already talking about the stuff we should have done better or could do better, and we'll continue to work on that. And like I said, Calgary's good. Their defense is good. They got veteran coaches and a group of guys they know real well, and they play real well as a team defense. And so you really got to be on point to do well against them.
Was it the pressure specifically that you think was giving you guys a lot of problems?
Early it was. Yeah, no, they were being very aggressive early. And but you need to make defensive pay. We did a few times with those long throws. But if defenses want to continue to be really aggressive, you gotta hurt them with some deep shots, and we were able to make a few of those.
I know it's a stat that kind of gets played up a lot, but no sacks against Vernon tonight. What were your thoughts about how the line performed today?
Yeah, they were doing a really good job on the sideline of talking and adjusting. They were, like I said, they were throwing some different stuff at us, and some pressure and stuff. So which requires communication on the bench with the coaches and the players and the running backs and everybody. And so I was proud that they were very workmanlike, and they kept going and kept working, and like I said, made some big plays there late that made a big difference.
There's a couple of deep drops tonight, and I think Travis Fulgham especially had some trouble, only hauled in one of his 6 targets. What do you see from his game, and where does he need to improve?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know him well enough yet. Where he's new to us, and we really like his ability and his size and all that stuff. So there's lots of things to like about him. I don't know enough about him yet, though, to be honest with you. But he would fit into that category of room for growth. This CFL game's new to him, and but he definitely has the right attitude. He shows up to work, and definitely has ability to grow and improve.
Calgary's really known for their running game, but you seem to shut that down today, force them to swing it out on the edges to those running backs. How satisfied were you with that result?
Yeah, we're trying to be bigger with our 2 linebackers and our front of just being a bigger group, and we know we're going to face that on a consistent basis, especially in the West with the teams we're going to play with the running backs they have and just the style of football they want to play. So that's going to be a big part of it, is doing a good job, and it does obviously. It's a huge help when you play Calgary when they're not able to run it consistently.
Might be a small thing, but you have 2 extra points blocked tonight.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Is it just a fluke, or
no, I don't know. We're gonna look at it. The one I don't know. I got to see if the kick was low. The first one, the second one, they definitely got penetration in there, and their guy made a play. So I'll give credit to them for making a good play. But no, we're gonna have to look at that, and We always spend time looking at the team we're playing, their field goal team. You look for the weak spots of where you can attack, and obviously they found something, and we're gonna have to make sure we correct it.
Farhan. Katoy? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna talk to our doctors. He obviously didn't finish the game, but they weren't. They didn't say it was like a devastating injury, but I will have to see. We'll have to give him a day and see what happens. But I purposely don't talk to the doctors before I talk to you guys. Just so you want to know one of my trade secrets, because then I don't have to lie. So I go and see them after.
With the O-line, first, 3 possessions maybe, they were simply bringing more than you guys could block.
Yeah, no, they were zeroing and sending a lot of heat.
What adjustments did you wind up making?
I was just commenting to these guys. I was really proud of on the bench, the O-line and Kelly and everyone on the offense of just of talking about it and learning, and we actually picked stuff up better as the game went on, as we saw what they were doing. And then you got to make them pay with some deep shots. We were able to get behind them a couple times, and if defenses are going to be super aggressive, you gotta hurt them with some deep balls. And so. I just like the way our guys hung in there, and Calgary's good on defense.
Looked like you guys were committed to stand back a little bit, especially in the second half. How nice is that to have that physical presence when you need it?
Yeah, it's making it's all the difference in the world of 2nd and 6 or 7 versus 2nd and 2 or 3. And he's a big back, and he has the knack for falling forward, and it makes a big difference. So we're glad we have him.
What do you think of the atmosphere?
Awesome. It's big it's big not only for the BC Lions. Well, one, it's huge for the BC Lions this day. It's not easy to get 53,000 or whatever into a stadium, and so I'm super proud of the whole business side and the ticket guys and marketing and all that stuff, as they really bust their butts to try to get people out here. And so it's cool to see that happen, and I think it's good for the CFL too. I think anyone across this league that works in this league is going to be happy that we had that crowd today.